Hey everyone, we're going to continue talking about circles. So this video is going to be about area and circumference. So if you think about area, that would be the space inside of the circle. And then circumference is the outside, kind of like the perimeter of a circle. So in our first circle here, we have a radius of 5 feet. So the first thing I always do is always label the radius and the diameter. In this case, the radius is 5 feet. And if you watched the previous video, you would know that the diameter is double the radius. So the diameter would be 10 feet. So we're going to start off finding the area first. And the formula is pi r squared. So let's just plug it in. So we have pi radius, we just found was 5 feet. So 5 squared is 5 times 5, it's 25. So our area is 25 pi, and area is always feet squared, or whatever unit squared. We could multiply this out. You could use 3.14 for pi, or you could just use the pi symbol in your calculator. Say 25 times. I can't find the pi symbol in my calculator. Oh, here it is. 25 times pi, just like that. And we'll just use 1 decimal point. 78.5. So area is about 78.5 feet squared. I think IXL asked for like 25 pi, but if you need to multiply it out, you could do it that way. Okay, so this is area. I'm going to show you the area of this next one, and then we'll talk about circumference. So in this problem, you are given the diameter, and let's say it's 20 inches. So, like before, let's label radius and diameter. If the diameter is 20, remember it goes all the way across, radius is half of that, so the radius here would be 10. So, let's do the area here. Same thing like before, I'm going to plug in the formula. So area equals pi r squared. My radius we just found was 10 squared. 10 squared is 10 times 10, which is 100. So we have 100 pi, or you can multiply that out, and actually our units are inches squared. So this would come out about 314 inches squared. Let me check what the 100 times pi. It actually rounds to 314.2. Okay, so that's area. Remember, that's the space inside of each circle. So now let's do circumference. Actually, circumference, there's two formulas. You can use 2 pi r, or since we know that 2 times r, the radius, is also the diameter, we could use pi d. So for the first one, we're going to use the same units and information given. So let's just use the first formula for this one. So 2 times pi, our radius was 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So this would be 10 pi, or if you multiply that out, it would be 31.4. And our units were feet. We don't have feet squared. This is just feet. Okay, so circumference here, we'll use this formula so you can see how that's used. So circumference equals pi times diameter. Our diameter was 20 inches. So 20 times pi is 20 pi inches, or multiplied out, let's see, comes out to 62.8 inches. So this is the space on the outside of a circle, and this would be the inside. One more quick thing that you're going to see on IXL, so I just want to give you one more example. So let's say the circumference of a circle is 50 pi. Find the radius. Oh, no question mark. Okay, find the radius. So you're going to use the formulas that we talked about. So let's say this one's looking at radius and we know circumference. So from these two formulas, this one would be better to use because we're looking for radius and circumference is given to us. So we're going to say C equals 2 pi r, and let's plug in the information we know. We know the circumference is 50 pi. Now all I have to do is solve. Well, I see pi on both sides, so I'm going to divide by pi. So this pi cancels, and that pi cancels. We're left with 50 equals 2 radius. I'm going to divide by 2. So my radius was 25, and it doesn't tell us what the units were. We don't know if they're feet or inches. We're just going to write units. And that's about it. So let me know if you have any questions, and like always, I'm available during office hours.